Hey guys, what's going on, man? It's your boy H-Town Zeke, aka Jeremy One Sosa, man. And I'm back with the spicy deck list that I had for Shooting Star Dragon. This is not the exact same build that was in the video that everyone is watching. That leaves that video and comes to this video. This is like I want to say a kind of upgraded version. It's a little bit more consistent in terms of what it does. So let's get to the deck list. We're running one, the tricky. We have two junk synchron because the skill forces us to play two junk synchron. We have the Quillboat Hedgehog. We have two righty drivers, two lefty drivers. We play three just a confit, and a kite rod for more protection. For the spells, we have two Lance, we have a Living Fossil, we have Dark World Dealings, and then we have Magna Reverse. Magna Reverse is to bring back Formula Synchron after you've used them for the first turn, which you guys will see in some of the duels. And then we're running three Where Art Thou. This card is a two-piece combo in order to start out your play with just a confit. And then we have the Cup of Ace, and we have Defense Draw for more added protection. For the extra deck, we have, of course, Shooting Star Dragon because of the skill. We have Quistron, Quandrex, Quarion, basically. And then we have Junk Destroyer, we have Stardust Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Junk Berserker, Formula Synchron, Stardust Charge Warrior, Old Entity Hester, and we have Crystron Amatrix. So the purpose behind this deck is to basically consistently put out Formula Synchron so that we could go into Entity Hester on our opponent's turn, because we want to be able to interact with our opponents. We want to try to bait them out on like certain cards, like if we can get them to activate Karma Cuts or Gaga Bolts or like anything, so we can actually go from Formula Synchron and into Formula Synchron into Old Entity Hester, or sometimes maybe even Amatrix turn one or turn two. I'm sorry, turn two, depending on what the opponent has going on. We have Stardust Charge Warrior for draw power, of course, Formula Synchron for draw power, and Hester is just really pretty good, like really good with once he get destroyed, like your opponent sometimes won't read, and yeah, sometimes he'll destroy it, and then it'll just like pretty much slow him down. Of course, with Kite Rod, along with Kite Rod. And then we have the tricky. The tricky pretty much just combos with Junk Synchron. It basically brings back your Junk Synchron. Basically, bring back your formula late game, along with the tricky. Discard like you could discard a righty driver, or you could destroy a discard a quill boat. You could discard a Kite Rod. You could discard, any of these cards, even like a lefty driver if you have one extra in your hand. So basically, it gets the tricky on the board. My main goal with this deck is to just like get straight to the point, and try to get some draw power, because we are already behind our opponent 2 cards with the skill. The skill forces us to play Junk Synchron. I wish it didn't. That way we could like really kind of tidy up the deck and get it like straight to the point. I wish they would add some kind of a way to like go into the skill and like turn off like what we want and what we don't want, like just give it to us as an option. Don't force us to do it, you know what I'm saying? So that would be a nice added on thing that they could do if they would do it, if they come across this video and hear what I'm saying. So yeah, so players won't be forced to play the skill and Junk Synchron, because some players have Junk Synchron already in 3, which I do, of course. And yeah, and it just gives the option to that would give the option to players who don't have junk synchron. They could actually play one in the deck, and then like skill to give them two, and then whatever the case may be. But hey, we're forced to play it right now. Konami hasn't given us that option, so yeah. So and because of that, we have to run like a cup of ace or something. We have to kind of rely on luck and really just try to draw as much as we can with this deck with defense draw, formula synchron, and starters charge warrior. So we just really, in world dark world dealings, which I really kind of don't like this card because it gives your opponent the options to mill to the graveyard. But hey man, this is where we at with it, and this is how we got to go about it. So yeah man, this is basically the deck list, and I hope you guys enjoy the duels. I'll upload the wins, of course, and the losses as well, so you guys can see where I messed up at in some of the duels. And you'll see one of the duels where I actually went into the play again, and I went into, about to go into Shooting Star Dragon, but I actually wanted to interact with my opponent, but I forgot that Junk Synchron actually negates the effect, and if he didn't negate the effect, I actually would have won that game because I basically would have baited his effect. But yeah man, so let's get off into the duels, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. This some of the guys have really been requesting this every time they come across the other video that I had. We're not playing desynchro because it's already kind of slow and it's really tight for space. Might implement it later on, I'm not sure just yet. I'm still playing with other like variants of the build, trying to like see what works. I want to get, like, I think it's called Caligula Claw or something like that, Caligula Claw Crow or something like that. I think it's a level 2 and you can special summon it to the field if you control a monster, but it's an option to like get a level 5 on the field. I mean, it's an option to get an extra monster on the field so we can go into like level 5s, but I was surprised I didn't have the card, but it's in an older box, so I gotta kind of dig into it. But yeah man, this is it, like I said, so let's get to the duel. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so I'll kind of speed through it a little bit. Let me see. All right, so our opponent summons out two vision heroes, sending a destiny hero to the graveyard. We're gonna draw into Quillbolt. I'm gonna activate this card and get some luck. Try to get some luck. Okay, so we drew into the two of the cards that we needed. I'm gonna special summon the Just a Confit. And then I'm gonna activate Wear Off Thou, searching out the righty driver. Okay, and then I'm gonna normal summon him, specialing out the lefty driver. Okay, so for future reference, whenever you summon lefty driver, you kind of want to activate its effect to go to 3, because what could happen here is your opponent could do like he could have like 2 face downs or something like that, and then it's just like preparing yourself. Really, you might not even go there, but the level will switch back to 2 once you end your turn. I guess you could say that's the good / bad thing about it, because sometimes it'd be good if you could like just switch the level from 3 to 2 like whenever you wanted to. That'd be cool. But anyway, so yeah, you have to like switch his level to like 3 maybe when you summon him out, because you never know what kind of interaction your opponent has, and you might need to go into like a level 5. This is just in case. You might not even do it, but this is just in case. So yeah, let's keep going. Formula Synchron. Okay, so we summon our Formula Synchron. Gonna activate his effect to draw a card. we drew into another just a comfit. You could actually special summon this comfit to the field, and that would give you the option of going to a 5. But then it would leave you open, so just in case you might not go into a 5. So okay, so he's gonna summon Vision Hero Adoration. I'm gonna activate Formula Synchron's effect because he's about to go into his battle phase, summoning out the Hester. He attacks into the Hester. He doesn't read the card. We equip onto him. Okay, so it's like it's like about the little interactions that you could do. Okay, and then boom, we banish a lefty to search a righty, and then we send a Quill Bolt to the graveyard and summon the Tricky. And then righty driver's effect special summons another lefty driver. Okay. And then we summon Stardust Dragon. Put our big boy on the field. And then we activate the Magnet Reverse, special summoning back the Formula Synchron. Gonna go into Shooting Star Dragon. Okay, and so at this point, it was pretty much like a bad idea of what I did, which was activate his effect. We only run so many tuners in the deck. The version I'm experimenting with right now, I'm trying to play more tuners. That way, his effect would be more worth it. But it's kind of not turning out that way. It's like I'm actually the consistency of the deck is kind of like decreasing. So that's where I'm at with it right now. Okay, I'm gonna activate Shooting Star Dragon's effect. Not gonna get anything, unfortunately. Even though there is a Junk Synchron in the deck, I was hoping to I think there's a Junk Synchron, and I think that's it. Just a Junk in the deck. Okay, so we draw, boom. Okay, there's 2 Junk Synchrons in the deck. Yeah, because we use righty driver to activate the to summon Stardust. So we get 2 attacks. Our opponent activates Form Change. I'm gonna chain the Forbidden Lance, and he's gonna scoop. Yeah, because that was pretty much it. All right, so that was game 1. This is game 2. And this deck we have the most problems against because it's just tier 1 is too fast right now. It's just Blue Eyes, so yeah. But this is just a duel to show you how consistent the deck actually is. So our opponent starts out by setting a card. We're gonna draw it to a card. We're gonna activate the Dark World's Dealings, sending the I don't know what we sent to the graveyard. Sent something to the graveyard. What is this? Oh, okay. I sent a Lance. Gonna activate Where Art Thou. I think we took 2,000. So that automatically put us at a disadvantage. But I guess you could say we got the combo off, so. Gonna activate Formula Synchron. Gonna effect, and then draw into Magnet Reverse. Gonna end our turn. He's gonna summon out Blue Eyes. I actually could have said this, but I thought that it wasn't a good idea because he would have just banished it anyways. And you know what I could have did here? I could have sent Junk Synchron to the graveyard, special summon Tricky, and maybe Black Rose him on his turn. That probably would have been the best bet to Black Rose him on his turn. But then that would have left us with just Magnet Reverse in our hand and some hope. Okay, so I'm gonna activate Formula's effect. Gonna go into Old Entity Hester. Entity is real good, man. I mean, he just interacts with your opponent, and sometimes your opponent won't read, and then you just take his monster. So I mean, yeah. So equip onto his monster. Yeah, and then that's pretty much nothing we can do about this because then his skill is in play. It's turn 3. I mean, maybe if we would attack Ancients, it would have clogged up his field, and then he would have been forced to play another dragon. But then that would have been 4,500 damage. I mean 5,500 damage. So instead, we get hit with a 45. Okay, so I guess you could say it's consistent on like what it does as far as getting Formula Synchron out, being able to go into that old entity Hester. This is another duel. I think I have like 2 more. Alright, so yeah, we start out with righty driver, summoning a lefty driver. Gonna activate the effect to go into O entity Hester. Gonna set a Lance. He summons his monster out. Star Seraph, Sticking Chair, you know. Gonna activate his monster's effect, popping both of them on, well, my spell and my monster. He didn't read. Gonna activate his effect. Yeah, he's just not reading the card. Pop, we're gonna take it. He's just not reading the card. Okay, so he sets. Gonna activate lefty driver's effect. Gonna activate Del Toro's effect, pop his card. He's gonna activate it again. It doesn't even work. We're gonna attack him, and I'll turn it pass it back to our opponent. He's gonna go X-Trail. Gonna activate X-Trail, sending her to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Gonna summon a, yeah. And so honestly, man, this game we would have won, but they need to fix this skill, man. I mean, that's horrible, man. They just being able to snatch games away from us. But either way it goes, man, this is the consistency of the deck. You know, I just want to show the resilience of it, the consistency of it. So we're gonna summon righty driver. Gonna wear off Thou and go into just a confit. And then we're gonna top deck. We're gonna top deck a Tricky. Everything just gets banished. Summoning out Stardust Dragon. We're gonna go over the Chaos. And because we're not a higher level than him, I mean, he wins, you know, so GG. That's unfortunate. This is the duel that I messed up in, the one I was talking about earlier. So we pretty much matched him card for card. So he's gonna set a card. We're gonna activate a cover vase. Getting lucky again. Don't try this at home, kids. Gonna set 2 cards. He's gonna activate Sonic Bird, adding a ritual spell card to his hand. Gonna activate Vendread Evolution. Sending Executor to the graveyard to special summon an Executor. He's gonna activate Vendread Origins. Gonna banish. Ooh, man, he went hard on that one. Gonna banish, attack, and then we're going to Kite Roid. So this is why Kite Roid is important, because it just allows us to draw into what we need. Going to just a confit. Lefty driver. We're gonna go into our play, Formula Synchron. Formula Synchron. Gonna set 2 cards. Gonna summon a monster. He banishes. And then we're gonna go Amatrix, and then we're gonna flip him to defense and attack. He's gonna protect with Origins. Unfortunately, as you know, gonna activate Reverse Magnet. He's gonna banish it, but it's already too late. Gonna summon out Formula Synchron. We're gonna go to Black Rose Dragon. I didn't read this card back here. So yeah, he couldn't be destroyed. He's gonna attack again. We're gonna Kairoid. Boom. So we pretty much just getting with him, you know. Gonna Junk Synchron, summon out the Confit. We're gonna go into Old Entity Hester. Gonna attack into his monster. Boom. So unfortunately, I don't know what happened right here, why it didn't equip, but I just didn't read anything, I guess. Or it's something that I was missing that I just wasn't paying attention to. We're gonna send Righty to the grave. We're gonna special summon Tricky, and then we're gonna go into Junk Synchron. And just like that, we got our Formula Synchron. This is where I messed up. I could have came back, but I forgot about Junk Synchron's effect. I was just really focused on like being able to interact with my opponent on his turn, so I just pretty much forgot, and because I knew that he could banish. So he's gonna summon his monster. Yeah, see, I knew at this point, once he did this play, that he would be able to banish a monster, and I was trying to get around it, but like I say, forgot about Junk Synchron's effect. Try to activate it, negate it. So yeah, he ends up banishing the Stardust Dragon. He ends up banishing Stardust Dragon, and yeah, we end up losing. Man, I wish they would have brought a Junk Synchron's effect, man, to be, well, like, it can't be activated that turn that is summoned. Like, man, bro, if they would have brought him, he would get, like, that would just boost us, you know, and give us like a little bit more strength. But anyways, I think this is another one. Yeah, this is another one. Okay, I believe this is the last one. But you guys see how consistent the deck is, and it like can kind of compete. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try our luck. Activate Ace. We got lucky again. Gonna draw into 2. Summon Righty Driver. Activate its effect. Summon Lefty Driver, and then we're gonna go ahead and go into Wear Off Thou, taking the 2,000 at the end of the turn. This way we can get to our play. Gonna go into Formula Synchron and draw a card. All right, so we set 2 protections, and then take the 2,000. He's gonna go into Neo's Fusion. Gonna activate Formula's effect. Going to Old Entity Hester. He's gonna attack. We're gonna activate Forbidden Chalice. I mean Lance. I'm sorry. All right, so we draw. Activate Lefty's effect. Gonna draw into the Righty Driver. Gonna summon it. Summoning the Lefty Driver. Activate Lefty Driver's effect. We're gonna go Junk Destroy. We're gonna pop both of his monsters. I mean his monster and his back row. And we're gonna activate Entity Hester's effect just in case his monster didn't get destroyed. That was just in case it didn't get destroyed. But anyways, we're gonna go into Living Fossil, summon out the Old Entity Hester, and then we're gonna go Magnet Reverse just in case on his turn. And that's game. Yeah, you guys, that's the end of the deck review and the games. But that's pretty much my build. This is the build right here that I'm working on right now. It has 1 Tricky, Jet Synchron, we're running Rush Warrior, 2 Righty Drivers, 3 Just the Comfort, Salvage Warrior, Junk Forward, 2 Righty Drivers, 3 Forbidden Lance. We have the Magnum Reverse, 2 Wear Off Thou, Cosmic Flare, and Treacherous Trap Hole. So this version is a little bit less consistent. So like I say, I'm still working on it, and then I'm trying to like I say, I'm playing more tuners. So I'm trying to play like Jet Warrior. I just put Cyframe Lord Zeta in for a different level 7 because on that Black Rose play in the second game that we saw, or was it the third? I believe it was the third. I actually could have went into Cyframe Lord Zeta and like banished his monster and my monster, and probably would have just took 3,000 or whatever. I probably would have lived another turn. I'm not sure, but so yeah, we have a Junk Warrior and just another name, and we have Junk Destroyer. So yeah, like I say, I'm working on it. I'm constantly working on it. Always trying to figure out different things we can do as of right now. Post uh, whatever whatever box that comes out. Post whatever box that comes out that the support will be in. So right now, this is what we have for Duel Links. This is what I'm experimenting with. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. If you guys could leave a like, man, I would really appreciate that. That would be a good deed for the day, if you want it to be. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys, man. Just like the video, man. Hit the subscribe button if you like this. And it's your boy Jeremy Moore Sosa, aka H Town Zeke, man. Sith Lord Zeke. I'm out, man. Peace.